guys, welcome to HunterBBQ live stream. So today's still going to play this Warpath, and I'm still on this Moscow. After a long day fight, there's still a lot of fight and hack actions as well. So I try to do a little bit live stream as well. You can see currently we have a lot of action. You can see a lot of blinking village. That means they either building or either getting burned. So you can see the allies getting a little bit more active to build back all the village, and the enemy side getting a little bit more of burn down. And we have a lot of allies on the land. From the mornings that doesn't have a lot, but now we're just having a lot. And even though we have COD come over this side, they used to have their CC here, and somehow they burn out the opponents. They drop a jump pad. You can see they make a jump village here so that they can come in and support anytime. That's how strong about strong allies that you have in your Moscow. They're really willing to drop everything and come over here to set up their CC and set up one village, and so that they can have a full support on the war zone. So currently we've seen that this RF is definitely having a huge problem. And one thing is very surprised that we have a S6 VE join the alliance as well. So in the how, I have to change the title of the Moscow. It's no longer like 4-on-4. It's somehow being like 5-on-3. Yeah, something like that. That's what is it for now. SE VE. I think I pronounced that. Yeah, that name. So our Moscow somehow being like 5 versus 3 instead of 4-on-4. Somehow I would like to buy an account on your server to fight with you. Your fans are definitely good, but if you want to get an account, you do not have to say buy. You definitely can look into it, because if there is a policy about the game, if you buy an account and you just make it public, somehow the game, the developer will get you banned and get the account of yours banned as well. So try not to make it announcement to every public. Try to keep it low profile. A lot of people spot the account and even transfers the account. It's work, but just not to make it like everyone know you're trying to buy account, so that your account won't get banned somehow. There is still some of the cases when someone try to sell the account and his account got banned from the game somehow. That's why this doesn't really want to have that happens, because like nobody gain from anything if your account or the one that you want to buy from the seller that he sell the account and got banned. Definitely it's a loss, because it's like no one gain anything, but the game, instead of getting that account banned, is definitely the bad things. And our COD getting their CC built back to their original places, so that the Moscow from 4-on-4 versus become 5-on-3 is definitely a little bit unfair. But that's how we fought all the way from the start until now. So we can't blame if there is any opponents try to change side, because that is how they desperately want to win the Moscow instead of stay all the way as opponents and gain nothing and have 0 in Moscow. But doesn't really know what's happening until I just seen the alliance sign up, and I still doesn't really know a lot of this management thing, because I doesn't really super involved on the management thing. That's how I try to update our Moscow. Currently we have E on this side. They built their CC all the way here just to support the main wall on the east side. But you can see now we have a lot of HK, #SK, and even we have COD coming here, so that the WSCT and the TH having a huge victory on the east side will move toward this north side, so they can try to get this Riven town from Rivo, and another town from RF as well. So we check the fort to understand that the fort is still have another 2 days or 3 days. I guess it's about 2 days, because that's what we have. But definitely you can see HXK is so fast forward every single thing from somewhere here about a day, build somewhere here, then after 2 days somewhere here already, then 2 days like up to here already. So we'll see after 2 days we definitely will be somewhere here already. That is how the progress being a little bit quick and fast. And also surprise every single one in the Moscow. They thought HSK is like it's so easy to defeat them because they are like nobody in server 2 until this live stream and every single videos that prove that HSK is so good in fighting and is so actively. You can see everywhere we have HSK, the war will win. On the left side all the way we fought with COD without the help of TH and WSCT. We just having all the fight with COD only, and we conquer all the west side up to the north side all the way. And then even though we have a group on coming to the east side to help TH and WSCT to fight all the way as well, of course also plus the help of COD, and we can win all this fight on the east side as well. And if this east side push back to the north, and then I don't think there's anywhere that the opponents can stand on the Moscow, unfortunate. But that's how the game set up. It's not like we try to killing everyone's being called as enemy or opponents, but it's just the game, just one event about how this Moscow work, and everyone just try to play the Moscow. And today and tomorrow is all about the combat deal. So that is a lot of players or even farmers, they try to come out and farm some of the kill. That's how everyone try to win the rewards, So that's nothing much we can do, but you can see RF is being a little bit aggressive on this side. So that after all explanation and updates of the Moscow, I will see this east side up to the north is east north side is a little bit overwhelming by all our allies. So I'm thinking I might not be needed here because there's just nothing I can do. I mean, no enemy here for me to hunt them down. But instead of the west of the north side here is a lot of fun. Even you can see this side is a lot of fun. There used to be a lot of RF, but cleared up by all our members of HSK. So sorry for that. I still unable to get that what I always used to say, but it's definitely something. So try to jump my base somewhere there, or maybe I can walk over, being a little bit more fun. But I don't think on the journey I will face some of the opponents. That's why I will just try to use my airlift instead, directly jump to the war zone and start to move my base step by step. And you can see there's some of the rival standing here. Yeah, it's not a big deal because only like 2 base, they can't do anything too much. So that's definitely not my target. I want to go over the side that have a lot of the opponents. That is what I try to go is this side. They just build a village here, and there's a lot of white and a lot of point, like that's what I like to do because point is what I want. So I will have to get in somewhere here, but you can see all those mountains really blocking out. That's why I have to get somewhere here, and this village just burning off. Another 9 minutes, so I have to jump here. Let me jump here. Okay, that start to move a little bit more or less. Before I move, I really want to send out all my truck. Okay, I want to send out my truck so that my resources truck is not idle there. At least my resources truck is try to gather something. The best is gather resources within the alliance territory, so I will gain some more point, and also those gathering speed is very good as well. But what I really want is go. Okay, let's get into this one. What I really want is having a fight with the opponents, just to show more actions in the live stream, and also gain some more point for my the fighting machine. I mean the Moscow war machine points, and also the combat drill as well. Alright, so I sent all my truck already. So let's move my base. You can see there's a lot of HSK already here. They really try to gain this a build, because everyone try to achieve the Moscow builder rewards, but it doesn't need that. That's why I always ignore those build. And those build is not a small things. You can see every single one of the farmer or the builder follow the build path. That's how there's a lot, like 50% or 60% of them really following toward the enemy side, and we have like maybe 10% or maybe like 5% is being the top fighter. They always support the fight, and when there is needed to fight, that's how you have to lead your every single one, even the farmer or the builder. They go into the war instead of ask them to go. They might have some willingly to go, that they might have a lot of them doesn't want to go there with a valid reason. But that's not the main problem. The point is that when you really need someone to support your allies, you can see there's a huge member of the fighter. They're willing to jump over, and there's like no any #XK territory that let you gain some farmer things like the territory point for your allies, or even any things that you can gain. But definitely just go there and fight, and nothing else you can do. Like no village you can build, and no anything you can do as a farmer. Only you can do is like a fighter, and a true fighter to support our allies to win the war there. Because you can see Revo and EMWP and RF, they are here, and they fight all days long here. From morning until the night time, they push about at least 5 times to 10 times more than that. But every single time we push back with all our allies in the Moscow as well. You can see COD, even though they also jump over here, there's no any allies is left over when the big fight need every single one of us, and every single one of us is here and fighting for the same purposes, is to victory of the Moscow. That's how you have a soul dream come true with the dream team in the Moscow. Every single one of us is so happy that we start to fight and having our trust on every single one of our Moscow allies. So everyone is happy to follow the plan, and the plan is so worked out so perfectly, and everyone start to win by following the plan. After that, everyone see the master plan is so good, no one else doubt it anyway. That's how the Moscow updated. And yo, the Godfather, yeah, welcome to BBQ live stream. Definitely it's good to have all of you tune in, because this is a little bit rare times that I try to be online because of the Moscow and all those randomly actions. So I can't really know when is the best time to do the live stream, because actions just coming in and out super randomly. I can't know when will be the opponents try to attack us. So I can't really make a schedule like, okay, the opponent might be attack us on another 2 hours. So I will try to be online and prepare for that. And I can't know that because, you know, your opponent won't share that kind of information to you. Because why they want to share to you if they want to attack and you know the time? Definitely is not the things that you will know. Enemy armies. I didn't see that. I didn't see that yet. So I'm moving my truck over the opponent's territory. It's definitely so scary. It's super scary. Because if one of the opponents try to jump over on my troops, then you can see my troops is getting gone. It's like that. It's like so that. And my truck just doesn't have a single place to put it down. You can see it's on the enemy territory. And passing it is like so scary until this point. Only I can able to put my base down. Definitely I want to put it down there just to avoid any ambush or any surprise attack to kill my base unnecessary. I really want to move until here so I can start to face some of the real opponents and start to have some real fight instead of getting anyone try to jump over here and give me an ambush, like, you know, it's so scary somehow. But you have to being aggressive to be the hero instead of try to play so passive. Every single time you have to hide someone else behind and not able to play outplaying. That's not the style I play. Mostly I play is like moving my base on the map, like the whole Moscow map. I can move my base. I think I did a combat drill like 48 hours non-stop, or even like 72 hours non-stop fight, and then I just move my base like the whole map every single time. I don't really worry about what I going to lose about when I just move my base. It's like so slow, but I still do that because that's what I do most of the time when I have actions. Okay, let's get a pit stop here so that my troop doesn't die if anyone try to jump now. Yep. So after this, I think I can continue to move a little bit further because I actually is on the safe side. At this moment, my truck and all the troops is on the open field. And on those open field, there's no one can jump on top of you. They only can jump next to you and put their troops to come over to kill you. Definitely that time is enough for me to react, to set up my base, and also have all my troops get into the base that having a better defense. So it doesn't worry anything. So I can just keep on moving all my troops and my truck as well. You can see the truck's driver just playing a little bit fun. He said that he can move up directly toward the straight line, but he also showed me some of the skill, like, you know, having a super S in S style U-turn and going to the same thing. Because sometimes you change the directions, your truck will just play a little bit funny. That you can see playing a funny S U-turn somehow again. Like, why can't you just move straight away until somewhere here, then you do a turn? Like, a little bit funny, but that's how the game works and how the truck driver thinking is a little bit smarter to have the S turn instead of just directly move toward whatever on the directions. But anyway, we can't blame it because the truck driver is doing his best job, so we can't really complain it. I just seen here we have a foot. Let's see, this one is 34.2 millions. Let's see how many defense he have inside. He have about 1, 2, 3. Where's his? Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, then 1 MD and 2 MD. So we have like 1 artillerist staying here. That is definitely no threat to me. Alright, I'm not sure is it the best time to do this, but I really want to do these things since okay, shit. Someone tried to kill my trees. Too bad. Alright, luckily he can't kill my trees. He can't kill my trees. That's good. That's good. That's how good about auto attack. So those guys try to come over, they can't kill me because my trees will do the counter attack instead of just moving and let everyone kill your troops without aware. He might try to come again, so I will use my super to kill it. Yep, definitely have to move this one. Okay, he tried to run away, so I just set up my base somewhere here. Okay, I think this guy is definitely offline. I really want to test out a bit, but I'm not sure is it the correct timing to do this test. Maybe I will do the test later on because now I really desperately on needed those points. And those enemies is real, so we can't play around with the enemy. Like, can you do this test with me? Then the enemy like thinking, are you crazy? We are the opposite side. We are supposed to be fighting. Why he want to do a testing with me, right? Okay, so I expect that maybe. I really want to do the testing somehow. Maybe I can just do it. Maybe I can do it because since this one is not super strong defense, let's do the testing. I'll just put my super heavy here. Okay, so you can see my super heavy is doing his best job. The very best thing, I doesn't want to use a timer to do a count. I just let my super heavy die there fully until my super heavy die. Yep, my super heavy start to die. I don't think this is the best way to do the test because my reserve is a little bit low now. But you know, we have to do a little bit sacrifice to have the testing work out. That's why I really want to have that test somehow. Yep, you can see my super heavy is so dead now. It's so dead. But I would like to have this test, so I will just let my super heavy do the job. Just let it do the job. Okay, I think I can retreat my super heavy now. Yeah, on the 6 somehow. So I retreat my super heavy. About the 5. So what I really want from this super heavy is that I want to see the battle reports. Not this old one, I want the new one. So let's wait for that report. All those old one I can just delete it because it's really not needed. I just want to press delete all because this new one is very super variable to me. So I doesn't want that to be removed. So I have about 56 that of my super heavy. That's correct number. And then my super heavy can stay there about 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute 14 seconds is the very important things. And then how many of the damage my super heavy tank is like 25.4 million suffer damage. Okay, that's the test that I have from the super heavy. So now what I have to do now is try to replace my super heavy with this funny guy, the infantry. It's definitely not the best that I have because I should really make it a 7.1 star before I do the test. I just can't help myself. I really want to test it out. Really want to know the result now instead of keep on waiting. So I will just reset my super heavy even though it's waste of my gold. But I really want to test it out to know the result now. I do not want to wait anymore. So let's max this guy out. Let's max him out. So with this guy, I have to sacrifice even more and more because we have to test him at least with 2 to 3 officer to make sure that this guy is decent to use compared to the super heavy that we have. But I have to compare. The first thing is that the time that he can tank over a siege base more than a minute 14 seconds, or the damage that he can manage to tank from the base like 25 point whatever damage, but also not dying more reserve than the super heavy. That's the goal. So we're having like 56 that on the super heavy. That's what we have. Definitely we doesn't want to lose more than that. So everything have to be health, make our health a little bit more. Instead of having a firepower, we doesn't need firepower. And then let's max out every single thing that we have here. Let's max it out. So we have a 7 star max out. We are not having the 7.1 star. Even though I really want to have a 7.1 star, but I just doesn't have it yet now. Okay, so we have a 7 star. If we have a 7.1 star, we can max somewhere around here. But 7.1 star just a little bit too great. So let's just do one more time to confirm whether I can make it a 7.1 star or not. So you can see it's a little bit far. I can't make it. I need a lot to make it. So that's what I have now. Alright, so this guy is almost get to the max. What I have to do now is change the jack and this maybe not, because what I want is this jack to have the 10% additional tank damage for 10% resist. So let's check. Additional tank damage resist plus 10% for each second, and additional durability. And I'm not sure whether we need this one first, or we can have Angel of Light first. I think a lot of you might say, why don't you use Angel of Light pair with Percy, or use Angel of Light pair with this White Wolf? Definitely that is the option, but I mean, I want to test out what we have in the Super Heavy first. After that, I will try to test it out with the different officer with the inventory to see it whether is it a little bit better on the result. Because Super Heavy, we have the best officer is the Jack plus Angel of Light. That's what the result we have. So we want to find the best officer for this inventory as well. You can see my White Wolf doesn't have the bunker max out. So later when I do the test, I will max out this skill. It doesn't need this skill because this one is increase the firepower, and the White Wolf their ultimate is just to make additional firepower. It doesn't need that. All we need is this one, a little bit like 3% of the resist for the bunker. But we also have to test out this one for the Percy of the blast damage resistance as well. But let's test about exactly the same setup of our Super Heavy. Then we'll test out with the swap of the Angel of Light and the tank, this Jack Spanner. After that, I will test out with the Percy and also test out with the White Wolf with Angel of Light. So we'll see the result in real. Actually, the same opponent, the same defense that he have, and how much we can do with this activated bunker, and how much this bunker can tank for us. Alright, let's do the attack. And all I have to do is wait about the inventory die about 50 or 50 something. Then I will stop it and drag back all my inventory back to the base. Then we can compare the time of how long it can stay there to tank all this damage for us, and how much that and damage tank for that. Okay, we have to wait about almost down to 50. Then I have to drag it. When I drag it, it will die about another 1 or 2. Then we're almost down to 40 something. That's the number that we want. Definitely, we doesn't have to care about how much this inventory can damage to the base, because that is not what we want. What we want is how much it can tank the damage, because the damage will use our artillery to do it. Definitely, we doesn't need it. All we want is how long this inventory can stand and doing a better job compared to the Super Heavy that we have. Even though it's not a max 7.1 or even 7.2, but definitely is enough to test for now. Okay, let's scale it back. Let's scale it back almost to 40. Yep, definitely we have a little bit more that than the Super Heavy, but we will just we will just test it. This is a test, just a test. Alright, so what we have to do now is wait for the reports. So we'll have a compare directly to see how's good about the Super Heavy nowadays versus inventory. ATG worth it or not? Yes, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So we have this new one. You can see inventory tank about 1 minute 24 seconds. I would say additional 10 seconds is a huge deal. Why? Because we can siege down a 100% base with a 10 second. So 10 seconds definitely is a deal, is a big deal. But we dying even more compared to what we die to the Super Heavy. So I might give this a little bit win, but you can see the damage suffered is 22.2 millions. But based on the time we can stand, definitely stand longer than the Super Heavy, 1 minute for 14 seconds, and tank even more damage because of the reason of the officer in my inventory. You can see the first thing we have is Angel of Light. We have additionals of the 30% HP for our inventory. Secondly, we have 15% additionals. This one we gain from the tank as well, so this one doesn't count. But we have 50% blast damage resist. but that one also count in the super heavy as well. So every single one of these is getting the buff to the infantry and also super heavy. So I doesn't really understand how it works, but it works somehow. The infantry tank less damage than the super heavy, but it tank more time, like additional 10 second toward this one. But it's also die a little bit more on our infantry as well. Nevertheless, let's swap the officer to do the test. But if you are aware, my my Angel of Light is 58 level, so we have like 29 buff. I'll just show you.
Where does it hide?
It's like 29 on the firepower and also the durability. So that's what we doesn't want. So I just max it out now. Max my Angel of Light now. Alright, so we have a 60 level compared to everything. So we have a max one to do the job. So we doesn't have to worry about the test whether is it a bias or not. So I do the active bunker again after the bunker is fully activated. Alright, so we'll do the attack, and so that we'll test this out with the difference of swap Angel of Light and the Jack Spanner. Alright, so we'll see how it's doing. I will just drag it back around 60 because when I drag it out on the 50 it go down to 40 so quickly. So when I drag it on 60, definitely will do the same thing down to 50. What you want is down to 50, not down to the 0. Do a little bit testing. So almost to 60, then I will try to drag it back. Can I do Garrison and he will do the job. Let's try to press this one and see how he do. Otherwise press the height on the 60. So prepare to press it when it hit the 60. Okay, almost there, almost to the 60, almost there. Okay, 62, 61. Okay, I press it. Okay, it worked. So we can just press the garrison, it will work. It's better than just press the height, so we'll go back to the base instantly. I think this one is much more better to press that. Instead of press the height and we have to drag it and being a little bit slow. I think this back to garrison is very good options. Okay, so we have to wait for the battle reports to compare 3 of them to see how good and which one is the best one. Let's see. Okay, so we have 1 minute 17 seconds versus the tank super heavy. We have 1 minute 14 seconds and we have 56 dead, and the infantry only have 50 dead and 1 minute 17 seconds. That's definitely higher than the super heavy, even though it tank a little bit less damage, but the bunker just take off a lot of damage resistance for the infantry. So I say the infantry is definitely a little bit better job than the super heavy. If we doesn't do the B2B things, I think doing the siege we need an infantry instead of having the super heavy. That's what I really need, because you can see this 7.0 infantry, not the 7.2. If I have a 7.2, definitely this guy is a little bit outplay of the super heavy. That's what I want to say. Okay, let's change a bit, because this Jack is only giving us the buff of the healing of 1005 and also 125 per 4 seconds. And then this one doesn't have it, because this one is attack, give us attack buff. Definitely is nothing for us. This one is only buff to the tank, is useless to us. This one is battle on the field recovery. If we during the battle, it doesn't affect us anything. So this Jack is like 1, 2, 3 have 0 effect, only got 1 effect. So we change this one to Percy, and what Percy will get good to our infantry. Let's check. First thing we'll get about this one will get us a 50% additional blast damage resistance. So we have a 50% from bulletproof from Angel, and then we have another 50% of supply line from Percy, and then we have like additionals of 20% health instead of having this Jack Spanner that have 30% only for tank. So we have like additionals of 30, and we have additional like 20. That's like addition of 50% health to our inventory, and we have like 100% of the resistance. But that's not how it counts. It's supposed to be 50% plus 50%. It's like 75% somehow, if the calculation is correct by what I know. And this one definitely is no buff because you have to be garrison. Even though it's give you a buff, it's like a damage, so it doesn't need damage at all. And the first skill is also give us a damage, which doesn't need damage at all. But anyway, let's get this to the work, and so that we can have a real test again to see how strong about inventory versus the tank, the super heavy, to fight on it. So we'll wait for it to have a fully, and let's attack and wait for the same thing until the 60 will press garrison, and so that this guy will move back to my base ASAP on the 60. But we'll see a little bit strong now. I really feel the strong, how strong this bunker is to compare to what I have previously on my bunker. This guy, I think this is how good about the Percy compare and pair with this Angel of Light, or Angel of Light pair with Percy. Definitely can see a little bit more tankier compared to what we have previously. But nevertheless, we still have the last testing, the final testing of the White Wolf, when I have to max the White Wolf of the 50% resistance for the bunker. So we'll see and compare how good about all those officers on one single infantry, and we'll see how good. Okay, let's get it back. Let's get it back. Yeah, that's the time. Okay, ready to get it back. Train it. So we have another battle report coming in. So we'll compare 4 of them and see which one is the best, right? We have to see which one is the best. So I think I will try to start and change my super heavy. I'm not going to use my super heavy. I will try to change to use inventory if that is what supposed to be. So I have a die about 49, but I will tank up to a 1 minute 6 seconds, and I suffer like very less damage. So I die even lesser to the super heavy, like 56, and he tanked like 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's like 6 to 14. It's like 8. Is it 8? No, 14. My calculation is so bad. 14 minus 6. Okay, it's 8 seconds. It's 8 seconds. It's 8 seconds different, but we already know 10 seconds you can siege down 100% base. So at 8 seconds is a very big deal. But we dying so less. It's definitely proof that this setup is so good. But I just want to do it one more time. Just to prove that even though I doesn't have a lot of reserve now, I just want to do it one more time to be fair to this setup, to this Angel of Light plus Percy, to be fair, just to make up the time of 1 minute 14 seconds. We have to stay and stand longer than 1 minute and 14 seconds and not die more than 56. Yep, we doesn't want to die more than 56. That's what we have to do. So I have to wait a bit more of my inventory to up to maybe 55. Then I will try to do the retreat. Yeah, this time. So I'll buy a little bit more second there. Alright, let's do it. Even though I have to sacrifice so many reserve that I should not, but I really want to do this test. You know, I want to do this test to know that super heavy is not the only options we use today, or even like in the end game. So I will try to swap it to this inventory. There's 2 reasons. The first reason is that this inventory is not maxed out. It's only 7 star, and even can go up to 7.1 star, and I'll do the max 7.2 star as well. Secondly is that this inventory is having a little bit better because like there's so many mobility team and all those tank come to kill you, and a lot of guys work out on the ATG on their base, and some of tank hunters try to kill your super heavy. But if we have an inventory, we can just easily counter all that thing, you know, just easily to counter all that things. Okay, let's press it now. Okay, we have died about almost there, almost there, almost there. We still dying a little bit less than the super heavy. So we just take a look about the newly report, the juicy new report to compare. 49 dead, or the recent one about 52, maybe 52 dead. How many time difference? Okay, 56 versus 56, perfect. So we'll see. Okay, this one is very interesting. We have exactly the same dead on our reserve, but we're having 1 minute 14 seconds, and the infantry is doing like 1 minute 11 seconds. So definitely is the super heavy win, but I would just say the infantry win. The reason is because my super heavy is 7.2 star. If you can see my where's my super heavy is 7.2 star, and then based on the pack I have on the super heavies is also not bad. And that's how I have this inventory win, because it's only 7 star by now. If I make it like 7.2 star, I would say it's easily beat the super heavy. That's what is it. And the packs I have now is not weak. I have plus, gold plus, and also this one I have a gold plus somehow. But this one is not on anything. It's not the normal gold. And this one is definitely no effect because there's attack buff, so it doesn't really have anything important to that. Alright, so let's test the last officer that we have, and how it worked it out is the White Wolf. So I will try to unlock this White Wolf now, even though I doesn't want to waste my my statue for the White Wolf. But for the test, I will do it. I will do it for the test. It's just mainly for the test. So we have the max White Wolf to give us that the useless attack buff we doesn't need, another attack buff that we doesn't need, and another attack buff that we doesn't need. All we need White Wolf is this particular defense buff, 15% bunker damage resistant, and ultimate skill we doesn't need it because it just gives us an additional attack that we doesn't even bother anymore. So let's get our inventory to the area, to the base. So let's do the test again. Let's see. This time we have to wait it until like 50 something, just to match back how the super heavy dead as well, and see how good about Angel of Light pair with Percy, Angel of Light pair with Jack Spanner, and Angel of Light pair with this White Wolf. So all these 3 maxed out officer is on their test, and also inventory versus the super heavy we have. How good about the infantry versus the super heavy? I already say that because if I have infantry, I can tank about all those mobility team come to kill me. They can't kill the bunker is the first plus. Secondly is that we need to sacrifice our super heavy every single time we do a storm. If the infantry do a better job, definitely we want the infantry instead of having a super heavy, because the infantry walk a little bit faster than the super heavy, and this is a little bit tankier than the super heavy. That's how I want to swap my super heavy. Not going to use my super heavy anymore, but use the inventory. So almost okay. Let's get it back by now. Get it back by now. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. We have a 56 dead there. So this is the last testing. This is the last testing we have to compare all the best of the inventory to see which is the best pair of the battle of the infantry. So before I go to the last report, I will just do a recap very quickly. The first report is the super heavy, is from the Jack Spanner plus Angel of Light. We have 1 minute 14 seconds, about 56 dead. The damage of suffer doesn't really count because the damage resistance is another thing that might make it a little bit confused. So we just mainly based on the time that your troops can stand and how much it's die during the siege. The second report is the inventory with the Spanner, the Jack Spanner plus Angel of Light. So the Spanner is the first officer and the second one is the Angel of Light. We have a little bit more kill because I doesn't know how to move it, but we stand a little bit longer time based on what we have, the first one and the second one. So the third one we have is the Angel of Light plus Spanner. So the Angel of Light is the first officer and the Spanner is on the second officer. We really start to beat the time, 1 minute 17 seconds, and this 1 minute 14 seconds. That's how good about the inventory already start to win the super heavy. If we having the if we having the 7.2 star inventory, we are even having a little bit more better result as well. So this one and this one, we want to see this one because this one is how we have the Angel of Light and also the Percy, and so that we have this particular result as well. So the last one is the last one from the Angel of Light plus this White Wolf with the max skill compare. So we can see we have 1 minute 14 seconds and we have about 54 death. It's a little bit of 2 less death, but we already achieving the same time of what we achieved. So I say this one is the best one. This one is the best one. Is getting this Angel of Light plus Spanner is the best one. This is the best one to have it. The reason is because the Spanner gives you additional health and healing, and that's how it tally back all of the resistance. But another thing, a lot of you might question, because this guy is only having like 1 archeries. So if he having like so many archeries, he might kill your inventory quicker than kill the super heavy. That's how I will test this base with this setup, and then I will have to find another base to test again that have a lot of archeries, so that we can make every single things a little bit fair. So let's say this base, okay, perfect. This base we have ATG, we have archeries, 2 archeries, and then this is how the ATG can counter your super heavy, can kill your super heavy so quickly. But we also have 2 in archeries that can kill our inventory so quickly. So I will take this base to test, and it's like 40 millions. So definitely it's a little bit a second test to make it even more fair about how we put about the super heavy and the inventory to the work as well. So since I found this setup is the best one, I'll just use this setup, and I'll siege this opponent's base down because I already feed him a lot of my reserve. It's time for me to take back some of the reserve as well. So what I have to do now is try to put this inventory to a bunker so that he have to attack. Once the line being a little bit red, so I do all in attack and just let my archeries finish the job. Then I will claim all the kill inside and move to the second test so that we can have a little bit understanding what is happening about inventory. Is it better or the super heavy is better or not? But if there is slightly difference, that means the inventory will win. The reason is because the inventory is 7 star, and then every single thing else is my super heavy is on the 7.2 star. That's why the inventory will win if the result is slightly different, you know. I mean, if there's a huge difference, so the super heavy might win, but it's slightly, definitely is the inventory to win, based on the inventories can still upgrade even further. Alright, let's move my base. It's a little bit hard to test, you know, in the real world, but that's how I do, because every single time I try to do a test, just nobody like to do a test with me. So I have to try to find an opportunity on the real world to do the test whenever I have an idea, because mostly everyone that is no time for BBQ to do a test. That's why I'm so troublesome to find anyone in server to try to do a test with me or even do something fun with me. It's a little bit hard, you know, but I just always find my way to do the test for everyone. And I also try my best to make the test a little bit real instead of try to make it a little bit fake, like, you know, just do like 1 or 2 tests that is not unreal. Now I try to do the test with a real opponent, real enemy that you will face in the battle, and try to do the things that it makes sense, make so much sense. Because every one of you might in the early game. Okay, why I can't put it there? in the real war. Okay, finally it worked somehow. Maybe the game crashed. And also you will try to make your correct decisions because everyone is rushing to get the super heavy. But if somehow I show something different, so you have options to go super heavy, or you can go infantry, or you can go bomber, or you can go fighter, you know, or even save up all your coupon for the new helicopters coming to the game. That's why I always try to test the end game things, so everyone doesn't have to go with something so funny and not work out. And yes, hello O'Brien there, and then Michin, welcome to the live stream. So let's do the test. Since I have an inventory, so I doesn't want to swap to my super heavy to do the test, and I have to swap it back here. So I will just use the inventory to do the test first. So this time I will have I have to do a 50 because I doesn't have a lot of reserve, so I can't risk all my reserve die. So I can't do a battle honor event. I mean, do the competitive today and tomorrow. So let's do the exactly the same thing down to okay, range. So let's move one more grade there. Yep. So let's do about the same thing. Whenever my inventory go down about 50 something, that will just try to do the retreat. Okay, no, let's do a retreat. Let's do a retreat. Let's do a retreat. Let's do a retreat. Okay, this is not the base I want to test. This is the base I want to do a test. Okay, unfortunate. This is not the base I want to test because this is just not the base I want to test. All right. So let's kill this base instead of doing a test. Swap my archeries, so my siege power being a little bit better instead of not having a better siege. All right, so let's do move somewhere here. Have all my archeries on the ground. So they will do the attack instantly somehow. Yep. All right, so we have to remember always set up the bunker because the bunker is so important. Wait for the red line and do the attack. Oh my god, my archeries have to walk. That's waste a bit like 2 seconds there. Definitely unnecessary. And then one thing best of this infantry is that you can train. You can train like our inventories can stand there forever. Like can stand there forever and ever and ever. Inventory doesn't die. So our archeries can just enjoy to kill the base until the base is dead. That's another thing that I discovered. Like the infantry is so good somehow. It's so good. You can keep on train. So we doesn't have to risk to have our anything die. You know. Yep. And train it again. If we're having a super heavy, if our super heavy is falling and our super heavy training is so slow, we can't do this trick somehow. I have to kill this. I have to kill this one. Okay, my infantry move. So my infantry will do the tank of this bunker. That's perfect. And then yeah, because if my archeries do the siege, then this bunker might kill my archeries there. That is not what I want. So let's move my base toward upstairs. Definitely my inventory is no problem. Yeah, just no problem. How can the bunker still standing there? I've killed the bunker now, please. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Let's kill it. Yep, finally it's that. So I do not have to collect this thing. Then I can set up my base there. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So this guy is so far away. It's so far away. So I can't really do a perfect test. So I will do this thing, you know, I will do this thing. Since we test like all the infantry, this is the best setup that we have. So I just test this setup instead of test every single officer again because it doesn't necessary to have that. So I just put this guy to here and siege the base until it fully die to have the maximum test out time. Then I will swap to the super heavy to have the same thing, to stay there and have the maximum to let it die. Then we will see how the test work out for that. So you can see the infantry dies so quickly, so quickly, because there is like two infantry. I mean two archeries to kill my infantry. So my archeries that is like so instantly. Okay, so the infantry that there is like, oh my god, the infantry doesn't stand a chance at all. Alright, so at least we have something test out. We have something test out. So let's swap to this super heavy. Then we'll see how much the differences there. Let's swap it. So I have to spend another 20 gold. The 20 gold doesn't make me a poor in gold, but definitely is a gold that we have to spend. I just spend it. It's mainly for the testing that we have. That's how I have to always sacrifice a lot of things just to do the test for everyone. So everyone doesn't have to do it that way. Yep. Almost there. We just have to put back every single thing for our super heavy to do the test. But I would say the inventory is so poorly to tank the base. I would say that because you can see how quickly the inventory dead there, and based on how quickly the inventory dead, I already know the result of maybe. But let's see how strong about this super heavy can stand as well versus the same base that we just siege with Oni infantry with the bunker activated. But before that, we have to max out this super heavy so that we will have the result. Yep. This is something that I really want to do a long time ago, but I just doesn't have a strong inventory to do it. That's why I can't do it until I have a 7-star inventory and a max out things so that I can do the test. Otherwise, I can't just do like a blank inventory versus a blank super heavy. That just doesn't work it that way. We just want to see how strong about all those end game troops instead of taking a look about 5-star super heavy versus 5-star infantry. That just make no sense, Alright, so my super heavy is almost ready to go out there. Yep, now it's ready. But before he go out there, I have to put all the best part. You can see I have gold plus, I have gold plus, and then I have another gold plus on my super heavy, and then I have health gold plus, and then I have one just gold. Yep, that's how strong about my super heavy. But I have to wait a bit more until my super heavy getting back. So I have to swap this spanner to the first officer, and the second one have to be Angel of Light. This is the best setup for the super heavy. What we have to do now is wait until my super heavy is fully, then I will send it to attack, and until my full super heavy is die, then we'll compare 2 of the battle reports so that I doesn't want to retrieve this. Okay, this report, yeah, okay, oh my god, the report is combined with another report. That should not be. So I might have to do an inventory test again because I wasn't aware the battle report is combined with another one. That is definitely not what I want. You can see like 2 minutes something, and my inventory died there. It's like, what? Oh my god, I make a mistake. Alright, so I might have to test again with that inventory and waste another 40 gold, like 20 gold to make the inventory again, and then another 20 gold to make it back to my super heavy again. Okay, is Percy bad on super heavy? Definitely bad on super heavy. If you just ask me directly, that's the answer. ATG defense worth it? Yes, ATG defense is worth it because everyone is playing super heavy and everyone is playing all those tank on the battlefield. If you have an ATG, you can just kill any single of the tank that try to touch your base. Yep, that is how the ATG is so good. But if someone try to siege you with the inventory bunker, then your ATG is useless somehow. Yeah, I mean, if give and take, I mean, every single troops and type of the troops will counter some of the thing, can't counter every single thing, you know. But somehow archery is the one that can do universe thing. Like you can kill tank, you can kill infantry, you can kill whatever that come to your base. But just work best to kill building and also some of the infantry or the rockets and some of the tank as well. That's why it's overall compared to ATG only kill tank purposely. Okay, we have a max super heavy now, so I have to send my super heavy there to let my super heavy die to have my reserve that as well. Definitely is something that I doesn't want to do it anywhere now, but the testing is going on. I doesn't want to stop it, so I have to do it. So let's see how strong our super heavy can tank a base until my super heavy fully die. But you can see from the first attack from the guy, my super heavy is going down a little bit slowly and slowly. So I might think the super heavy might win, but now my super heavy going down so quick. So the infantry might have a chance to win this challenge, but we have to take a look how, because this base having a ATG that is definitely counter my super heavy, but this guy ATG might not be the max ATG because his power is only like 40 millions. So I don't think he have a max ATG at that point of time. So now I have to do a very silly thing that I have to swap this super heavy back to the back to the infantry somehow, and also swap the officer again because I did a mistake that I doesn't have the infantry max out test in the result. That's why I have to do a silly things and just make it back a task that I already have, and somehow I have to feed the opponent another 100 reserve that I should not. But you know, the task is going on, you have to do it unless everything is wasted. So I have to do it. Unfortunately, this infantry is somehow getting back to 200 level. Okay, I get it. It's my own mistake, I didn't check the report. So I can't blame anyone. So since my archeries will die, I mean my infantry will die, not the archeries, and the super already dead, I will try to use this infantry plus my infantry to siege this base, because all I want is how strong of this infantry to stand there. So using my archeries to attack is a little bit extra of the damage that doesn't affect the result of this testing. As long as the opponent's base keep on killing my infantry, it doesn't affect how much I reflect the damage on the opponent's base. I doesn't want to have my infantry to die that for nothing. That's why I will try to use my infantry to siege a bit of the opponent's base. Then I have to do a retreat there, but just let my infantry die, you know. Maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea, but I just want to test it that way. So the infantry is coming back to whatever I can max out. I'll just max out every single thing. Yep, we have another resistance, and then we have firepower. Alright, every single thing so here is maxed out. Then we have to put the parks that work on the infantry. We have this one, Go Plus, and then we have Go Plus Plus that is not martial watch, but that is all Go Plus Plus. Definitely is a good thing, you know, it's a good parks. Then we have to put a health thing to make it more healthy and more tankier. Alright, we have our max out inventory now. So let's okay, it's not max out yet. I mean on the troops. So I'll just set up one, two, okay. I just set up here. And somehow we have a military fund to collect, so let's collect that as well. And almost max out. Let's do a bunker things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Let's put my others inventory somewhere in the attack line. Okay. Yep. I think this one is a best setup. So 1, 2. All right. Done. It's done. So what I have to do now is try to use the infantry to do the job. But I also want to collect the airdrop. I'm not sure this testing is a bit fair or not compared to the super heavy. But that's a 1 match just die for no reason. So I just use it now. Hopefully no one interrupted this testing. I do not want anyone to interrupt. Okay, they are not interrupting. So let's do this one. Okay, do this one. Then prepare to press garrison. When my infantry dead totally. Almost dead totally. Almost dead. Okay, it dead totally dead. It's totally dead. Alright. So that's the testing. That's the testing. So what we have to do now is collect some of the point and go in and collect some of the whatever the free gift is. Like nothing happened, you know. But definitely there's something happened already. But I just want to collect some of the things that I have. Air Force ammo, definitely that's what I want. Okay, this one as well, and then this one, and this one as well, and brush. This one, and then yep, ammo. All right, that's what I want. All okay. So finally, we get to the battle reports. So we'll see this report and this report. This one is a super heavy. This one is archery, infantry. So let's look at this super heavy and see how is it. Super heavy, we have 35-second tank. Our super heavy have 96 of them. All of them certified. That 26.4 damage suffer. We tank up 35-second, 35-second. Let's have a finally retrieve about how good about these two compare is 42-second. 42-second on infantry. So it might seems like take a little bit less damage because the bunker have avoid a lot of damages for the infantry, but the infantry just do a little bit better job. And remember, this is not the max out infantry, it's just a 7-star in the infantry. If you make it a 7.2-star, and also all those infantry can do this during the siege, and you can do the train back, and it will just go keep on reinforcement your bunker. Then your bunker is like standing there forever, and it just stand a little bit further to the report. That's why if any one of you continuously getting the super heavy, you might have an optional now. You might have an optional now to make an inventory instead of fully to get a super heavy, because everyone just so stuck with the setup that you have. You need to have one vanguard, and then now you might able have to have 5 liberty, 1 inventory of the liberty, or you have like me. I have 1 martial watch inventory and 4 liberty of the howitzer to do the archery siege as well. Hopefully this test is really helpful to anyone understanding about the end game things and the siege thing. Why every single one of us want to have a super heavy on the early game? It's because the super heavy doesn't even have a single death on the B2B from the previous previous updates that the base doesn't touch you any single thing. That's why we have a super heavy instead of having the infantry. But the game just updated so much now. That's why the infantry somehow get into the game. It's because every single troops will start to attack your super heavy, and so that's not making the super heavy so strong somehow. That's why I really want to test out the infantry instead of just keep on test on the super heavy. But super heavy also having another advantage is when you want to do the B2B things. Definitely the super heavy having more flexibility to move over instead of the bunker things that you have to sacrifice a little bit more on your bunker. But it doesn't stop me. It just doesn't stop me to use it. So yep, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Somewhere here, somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So every single one is set up. So let's do the B2B trick and see if it works. So the easier to do the B2B thing is wait for our archeries to siege the skill. Then we will do this garrison thing. Yep. Alright. Okay, it still work. It still work. It somehow still work. So let's do this one. So with that, about half sizes of the infantry. But we already proved that the infantry is better stay longer than the super heavy. So I can't complain about die how much of the reserve, because super heavy just doesn't die from the previous update. That's what we know. But after the new update, there's no one ever try to test the infantry. That's why I really want to test it out. That's what I really want to know, how good about the infantry compared to the super heavy, so that we doesn't need to be stuck on super heavy. This the only option we have, but instead we have infantry to play in the game to make it a little bit more useful. And infantry is so good against all those tanks, you can see just now got a lot of attack, but doesn't have to press a train. That means that my infantry doesn't even have a die there, And about this garrison, so your infantry going back, I think this one is a new update. Previously it doesn't have this function. You have to personally press your bunker to make them unbunker, so that they will just move back to the base. Otherwise, they just stay there all day long and do nothing. And you can see all these opponents so far away. If you have to send your super heavy there, your super heavy will have to start to sacrifice, trade off some of the opponents. That's why I try to find a way to play this infantry, so that the infantry will also give me a little bit surprise now, like the result test out. And those result is so I mean, it's some kind of fair. You can't say it like unfair, because it's test on exactly the same opponents, and the battle reports give us the time is much more fair than we use any single of the countdown in our software, because that is how the system works in the game, So we tank about for 1 minute something. It's not 1 minute something, because we kill all those opponents' troops that take a lot of time. But you can see this one stand for 35 seconds with our super heavy, and this one just stand 42 seconds for our infantry, and our infantry is not 7.2 star yet. That's why I really want to swap my super heavy to the infantry. That is the reason. So let's see this guy, what is his defense. Okay, he have 3 archeries, 4, okay, he have 3 and 2 tank. So I try to siege this guy down, and let's see what I can do to it to make it not losing a lot, but able to kill him. Do you think Liberty infantry will be much stronger? Well, your camp buff since is Russia. I'm not sure about that, because like infantry is so new to me. It's like a dozen new things that I have to test every single things again and again with this infantry. That's why I really can't answer that question yet. But definitely infantry is having a little bit play now, because as I say a lot of time, it's 7 star, it's not 7.2 star. So if we max it out to 7.2 star, then we'll start to see something different. So let's do this one. Do this one. Then have to press my, yep, I have to press garrison thing. Yep, so my inventory will start to move instead of stay there, but I just die. Okay, the whole inventory die. So inventory is still weak to all those archeries. So you can see my whole inventory die because this guy is a little bit more stronger, and he having like 3 set of archeries as well. So let's do a very last testing. After this one, I won't test anymore. We will need a winner of whether to have the inventory or we have the super heavy. Okay, so this is the last testing I will have. Let's do this one and do this one. So this testing is very simple, but before I do everything, let me explain this testing. So this testing is that we have this particular report is so that we have 45 seconds for the inventory. But what I have to test now is not about the second that the inventory can tank for us, but I will test about how many damage I can deal to that particular same opponents from my archeries. You can see we have 3.4, 3 million, 2.4, 2.2, we have 6.7, we have 5.1, 2.8, and 2.8. This is what I want to test. So instead of only looking at the whole debt of our reserve and whole lot of our times that can tank, compare about the whole damage that we can did to the same opponent by the inventory and also with the super heavy as well. But I will also do exactly the same thing. Once my archeries do the second siege of the skill, I will just do the garrison things. So my super will try to move back as well. So that to make it a little bit fair and square there. So now let's do the reset again, and we have to pay another 20 bucks of our gold to have this last testing to set up, because the previous setup our opponent having ATG that just mainly counter our super heavy so that our super heavy dies so quickly. But now we have another opponents that have 3 archeries that just kill our inventory so quickly. And this guy doesn't have an ATG. He doesn't have an ATG, and he doesn't even have a tank hunters. These are heavy, so he doesn't counter our super heavy. And let's compare this one, the last testing that have 0 thing to counter our super heavy, and see how about our super heavy do the things and do the job as well. Okay, let's max out our super heavy so that we have this final testing. I think all these 3 testing very well prove that should we stick with the super heavy or we can start to make the inventory instead when we are going to the end game. So hopefully this all testing and this video is really helping everyone, and so that I will try to make a video as well, and hopefully I will try to shorten the video so it doesn't have to watch like 30 minutes of the video to do every single thing. I think more than hours just to do all these 3 testing. I guess it's good because I doing this one on live, so everyone having a live testing, and if you have a question you can directly ask me so I can make some adjustment for those testing. But I think what I do now is about to the reality of the game, so that the testing doesn't bias or help every single other thing to have a standout to win, but everything is based on the game, and the result is truly the result that we got from the game as well. It's not like one testing and we just define every single thing. We also do a few testing that to make sure every single scenario that we already covered, and every scenario also worked out with one winner instead of having half of them. So we doesn't have to swap units based on different scenario. We just want to have one unit that do the same job for every single scenario and every single possible way as well, and it still win. Yep. almost there. Then we'll have our max out super heavy. Okay, let's get the parts. Then we are good to go for the last testing that we have. For this particular test, I want to have this testing a long time ago. This is the finally that I can get it. Yep. All right. Wait for a bit more about my super heavy to max out so that we can send it out to the testing.
I guess you dislike virgins.
Before that, we can do some missions as well. Definitely not that. Just want to spend the one, and then give experience. I think I maxed out all this. Yeah. So I only got one officer to give the EXP. Without him, I can't get this a point, I guess. All right. Okay, let's collect those important things as well. Okay, so every single thing is set up. So let's get over here. Hopefully this guy is not online because we really want to test to the same guy, same defense that doesn't interrupt the testing at all. So that's what I want. Otherwise, if the opponent start to move, then the testing might not be real. One. All right, every single archery is on their spot. Let's swap these positions. All right, it's on their spot. So let's do the last and final test now. Wait for the right line. Okay, then just wait for the archery is almost. Then to the siege, then we have to do garrison back. Yep. Alright, so you can see how much different of the super heavy. I have think like half of my super heavy is still standing. So the B2B things, somehow the super heavy is so much stronger than the infantry. The reason is because if we try to save someone that have ATG, your super heavy will die so quickly. But if someone just only mainly with those things that doesn't kill your super heavy, like infantry, I mean like archeries or those tank that doesn't penetrate your super heavy, then you can see my super heavy is standing so much cooler. And let's check about this battle report. You can see standing almost the same time, like 45 seconds, and this one is like 46 seconds, and my super heavy just die like so less, like I die like 40. This one is like die the whole group of the infantry, and we deal about the damage of this one. Let's see how much this one deal. Okay, we can deal about full damage of the two officer. You can see 16 million, 10 millions. These two already define more than what I can did with my infantry. That's why the super heavy is somehow still the best choice of the B2B if you know how to use it correctly. That's why sometimes testing have to be multiple testing to have exactly the result that we want. But also nonetheless, also remember that the infantry that I have is not 7.2. So it can't really compare up to the ending point. But just let you know that the infantry is a little bit hard to compare if there is like those archeries that having a lot of damage to you. So maybe somehow I have to do another testing with the infantry again, just to give it a bit. I mean, give the infantry one more last chance before we will say the infantry is on the defeat on the list. Because everyone just look at the first testing, they think okay, the infantry is good. After the second testing, you say that okay, I want to get the infantry to 7.2 star by now. But the third testing, like, oh my god, I just getting the infantry and now it's tell me that the super heavy is so good than the infantry. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Like wasting every single one of your unit to get an inventory, but you just say that super heavy is better? Oh, are you serious, BBQ? So I will just give it a one more chance for the inventory to do his job, so that every single one will get a little bit more understanding how every single thing is work out. But this time I'm not going to use Jack Spanner. I will use another officer. I will use this one, Percy. The main reason is because Percy will give us the resist 50%, so the archers attack us will resist 50% and also 20% of the durability, instead of getting the White Wolf only got one buff working out like 15% resistant. Maybe we have to test the White Wolf as well, but let's test this one. I'm very confident this one is the better than the White Wolf, but nonetheless we have to now reset again and again and again of our troops with 20 bucks of our gold. So let's reset this one with 20 bucks again. That's how suffer of a testing. I mean, behind the scene, I did a lot of job just to make one testing work. But you can see if I do it live, it's so much job and so much thing I have to worry about, because I can't just do one test, and that particular one test is like represent every single scenario. But I try to do a multiple tests and multiple tests with the valid reason, so those tests being a little bit real, a little bit exactly what we will face in the battlefield, you know. So it doesn't really like one scenario fit every single thing, but I have multiple scenario, and the reason also tell you. So every single one of you will try to start and think about what you should form up and what you should get with the correct reason that you have, instead of you have to go all the way to get a 7.2 star and start to do the test. I mean, it's better someone else in the end game to do every single test for you, not like the game will tell you how much the difference, you know. But that's how I try my best, all the best, to test every single things that I think it might be a better one, or it might be working better on this or not. After the test, I will get the result, and every single one of you also getting the result as well. So I think this is a benefit of everyone, instead of everyone say that, you know, inventory is better, or the super heavy is better, or the heavy tank is better. There's still people thinking the heavy tanks well better than the super heavy. But the testing won't cheat. The testing won't make something funny. It just give you exactly the result that we want. So let's do the last testing for this inventory. So inventory having his last moment to compare of our super heavy that only die about half of it, but it's doing the job, you know, it's doing the job. So we want to know about how are you this inventory, can you do the same job that the tank doing, the super heavy tank doing. So this is the question we have to throw to this inventory, and hopefully this inventory will give us a little bit extra surprise instead of just die all of them. Then I think I doesn't have reserve anymore to do the testing, even though I want to do a testing, because my reserve is so low. That's the things that I have to pay when you want to be in the top one of the combat view, and you know, on the war machine as well. So just make sure every single thing's on it, because I doesn't want to sacrifice my inventory and sacrifice my reserve, and so that I say that okay, it's not perfect, and we have to do again and again. I doesn't want that happen. So let's check the battle report. Okay, finally I'm top 1. Claim some reward there. I have to wait for the inventory. Check the report. The first inventory, we have all of them die. We stand from 45 seconds. The second testing is with the super heavy max out. We die about 40 reserve Oni, and we can stand 1 second extra on the super heavy. So this is a question come now. How are you doing with Angel of Light plus Percy to stand with the same opponent with our inventory? So this is the question. This is the question. So let's get to the test now, and we'll get the test now. Alright, so let me put my archeries to the correct positions. Okay, somewhere here, somewhere here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, okay. Alright, so let's do it now. Okay, so we have to prepare to press the go back to the. Yep. Alright, so we have almost. Okay, the opponent dead, so we can't test it because the opponent dead. So it doesn't know how the testing work out. If the opponent dead, then we might waste a. Okay, I have my inventory die there. Unfortunate. Why? Land the skills. Land the skills. Okay, we kill that. A little bit more. Okay, I have a very big mistake because if I try to kill those opponents troops, so the time will drag on the report as well. Unfortunate. But I will just already guess the result. Because I land about almost the same skill set with the super heavy, and we have about 45 dead on this. So I'll say it's pretty close to the super heavy. So the inventory doesn't lose all of it yet. It doesn't lose all of it yet. We just need to swap the officer when we face different things on the opponents. Yep. Let's do the fight because our bunker is so strong. It should. Yep, we finally it should. So I still say the inventory is not totally out of the range yet. I still want to get a 7.2 inventory somehow. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But after the 3 result, I think inventory is decent. Is decent to get. It's totally not useless in the game. It's decent, you know. If you know how to use it correctly. But unfortunately, the last testing, the opponent base doesn't stand. That is a little bit sad that we doesn't have the report. You can see it's like 2 minutes. We blow up something. But I already know the result because like this one died about 40. Our inventory left about 40. So it means that we lost about almost 60 something. And we land about almost the same damage, like the whole damage from all my archeries as well. So the result is about 40 loss versus 60 loss or 62 loss of the inventory. That means the Percy really having a lot more effect than the Jack Spanner somehow. So let's see. Okay, here I have one more opponent. 56.2 billion power. I think this one is okay. He doesn't have a lot of archeries. Definitely, it's not the best guy to test it out. But I'll just do a trick. I'll just do a trick with this inventory to test it out. Like, okay, how we use the inventory correctly somehow to siege someone with B2B and not using the super heavy. Let's see if it work out or not. Everything moves so slow, but you can see my inventory moves so quick somehow. Pin and pin. Let's give this officer. Yep, whatever there. Okay, just wait my whole squad to come over here so that I can do the siege. Yeah. after all of that, let's check my ranking on the fighting machine. Somehow I climb out to this 48 ranking. 48 ranking. So I really try my best to work out to the top 10. But it's definitely not easy to go up to the top 10. But at least I try to work it out. You know, I try to work it out. Okay, wait for my truck. So let's check the battle compared view. What is my position currently? Currently I'm third. Third. Someone on top already. But doesn't really need those reward. Even those reward is so good. But you know, I just chill out. So yep, that's what I do now. Why it doesn't deploy the base? So funny there. Okay. So let's collect whatever that I can for after the reset. And I need to do a mission there. So let's do that. Okay, I just want to upgrade this one. Alright, so I have this one maxed out. And have some of the points as well, but the rank is so far away, every single one of them. Doesn't really worry. Because I do not think I will win that event. So I just leave it there. Kill Raven. Collect some of the resources. So let's kill some of the Raven. I just leave it there. It's not super important. So let's train the infantry. Make sure the inventory is maxed out. Then we'll try to put the inventory somewhere here. And then let's drag our archeries out as well. Alright, so let's do this trick. All we have to do now is keep on train our inventory. So inventory will stand there like immortal, like never die. You can see it's like never die. It's a little bit so expensive to do this one, but we're also sieging down the base a little bit quickly. Yep, now like our inventories can stay there all day long. Yep. That's what is it for now. Okay. Let's do the auto attack so our inventory start to kill those things. Some of my inventory die to these archeries. Unfortunate. Okay. So this is how to use the inventory. You have to keep on spam your reserve, but definitely will siege down the opponent's base. I'm not sure whether this is the good option compared to the super heavy options, but definitely this is one of the new play if anyone interested on those archeries infantry as well. So now I try to find another base, and I mean if you have infantry, you can do the swarm thing with your swarm group. Definitely is good, you know, is something very, very good. So we have a big group moving on. So I'll just go along with this big group. You can see those big group is like so unstoppable. I'll just move along with them. Just move along with them. Yeah. Because I want to set up my base somewhere here. I want to set up my base somewhere here so that I can keep on siege those opponents. Yep, I want to siege all those opponents. I'll have to stay my base somewhere here. Yep. Okay. And you can see there's a lot of food, and this one definitely is a food to me. But there's so many opponents, so many of them. Yeah, so many of them. So many of them. So I think I can't really kill them. Yeah. So the best choice for me now is why my inventories die a bit more there. Did something kill it? Like lost 28 for what reason? That's so funny. Whatsoever. So the battle reports, it's nothing super fancy there. Just a siege, you know, with the infantry as well. I will continue to siege more opponents with infantry, so that I will just try to compare about this super heavy and this infantry and see which one is better. At this moment, I can't really say one is better than the other one, but based on what I have is not the max out infantry, and he really start to do something almost up to a super heavy that can do. I also can start to say infantry is a little bit better somehow. But of course, it's not someone base like my base that I have 4 artilleries. Definitely is so deadly to kill all this infantry. You know, that's why it's so funny that if I have 4 of the counter to kill infantry, but it doesn't mean if I have 4 artilleries will kill infantry instantly, because if you have a max infantry, that's how your infantry will being a little bit like overpowered as well. Okay, since we are waiting, maybe we can kill some of the okay, we have some bomber. We have some bomber. Let's move. Yep, because this one is a liberty. You only can attack the area. So I just move next side. So this bomber like very funny. I don't know what he tried to do there. Like hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, please, hit me, please. But I'm just out of the range, you know. Hit me, please. Okay, now I in the range. Hit me, hit me. And he just can't do anything. He just can't do anything. That's why I like to have the red one for the bomber or even the vanguard one, but definitely not using the blue one to siege. I mean using the blue one to siege, not using the blue one to kill, because the blue one, the Liberty bomber, is used to be siege based, not used to what do you call that, to attack anyone. Okay, kill that. Okay, finally my base is here. Alright, let's put it down there. Move it over. So every single one of them will get inside the base as well. I have to wait for my inventory to max out. So I will do the trick. Yep, finally can deploy my base. Okay, since this guy, I think this guy doesn't have a lot of archeries, right? Why I can't see it? Are you serious? It's too bad. It doesn't let me see. Okay, never mind. We'll just use this setup because I think this is the best setup currently. But definitely having 2 healing is better than 1. But we also need the blast damage resistant, so that my inventory doesn't die to all those archeries as well. But what I have to do now is not stand my inventory here and do the job. I will try to do the B2B things. That means I have to do a siege and then do a retreat as well. Yeah, every single thing has to move like so funny. Maybe funny there. Okay. Do this one. Do this one. prepare to get it back. Wait for the skill spam. And my inventory is just dying so much already. Okay, it's like whole of the inventory dead. Okay, again, the whole inventory dead. The whole inventory dead. Alright, so let's swap it to the super heavy. So I can do back my B2B things. I mean, it's so funny that I keep on swapping this and that and this. Somehow, you know. I still try to make sure that the test is good enough. Everything that the inventory try to contribute is also good enough there. You know, doesn't make confusions if anyone think they saw this video and they start to say, all right, because hunters do that, because hunters say this, so you want to follow, and then you have a bad result and you just try to say that, oh my god, hunter just doesn't give you a best advice and you do a wrong decisions and you start to blame. I doesn't want that happens. So I keep on changing super heavy and the inventory, and also make sure every single scenario is covered, and so that we doesn't get mistake or mislead by whatever test that we should have and just not looking well. Now let's get back this 200 level super heavy and see how this super heavy will do. Almost there. But even though we make this super heavy max out, we still have to wait for the troops, because the troops reinforcement is so slow. I mean, train back the super heavy is so slow. That's why the inventory can easily train it, and you will be easily to reinforcement your bunker. But definitely it's a little bit expensive to do that. Not even your inventory, but also drain a lot of your reserve as well. But definitely it's useful for, you know, a long-term siege, because you can have infinite bunker staying upstairs.
Talk crap. As I said, shells don't have eyes.
Okay, finally we have maxed out modifications of our super heavy. Time to put up the gear that to our super heavy as well, and then we will have this test again. That is a little bit boring, but we really need this test. Yep, it's 7. We have to wait a bit more, and this opponent is for the 6.9 million power, and his defense setup is like, okay, I still can't look at it. Okay, why don't I restart the game so that we can look into it, like what is the defense of that guy to make it okay, hello there, YP web mini, and then yeah, I think that's how we pronounce. If you're going to, unless I misunderstood the title, when you are going to play Bloons TD2, yeah, I will try to play Bloons TD2, but currently I'm playing this Warpath game because there is an event and I'm doing a testing with the Warpath. But I will try to play Bloons TD later on. So if you can wait a bit more, because I really try my best to balance both games, but Bloons TD is just having a new season, so doesn't need the rush there. unless there's a new update, then we definitely need to rush a bit to see how's the rush. So we can see we stand about 30 seconds because this opponent is a little bit more stronger. We have a whole of our inventory die there for 30 seconds. So we'll just try to send this super heavy here. Let's check nothing come to interfere us. So we'll start to send okay, that's wrong. Okay, try to send yep, everything stay on the correct path there. Alright, so let's do this test. Super heavy infantry, and then wait for the correct moment to the garrison. Okay, you can see my super heavy is dying almost like half of my super heavy die instead of the whole. But you can see my super heavy is also almost die to the end. Almost dies to the end. So let's wait for the battle reports. Let's wait for the battle reports. Yep, just wait for the battle reports come up. Okay, finally we have the battle reports. We have 72 die versus 100 die. And then stand about this almost same time. 30 to 31 seconds is the same. I would say is the same. So I would say infantry is still the better one. The reason is because if I get the 7.2 infantry, definitely better than my super heavy in many cases. Yeah, that's why I really want to get a 7.2 infantry to test out this super heavy as well. Another reason is because if you get swarm, you can see if you get swarm, you have to put your super heavy out, and your super heavy will get killed almost instantly. But if you put your infantry out, and you can just reinforce that infantry, so all the swarm team have to waste a lot of time to kill that infantry, but your base is start to kill off them as well. It's like you have double base HP. But even though this is a little bit expensive to do, and you have waste a lot of your reserve to do this one, but you have to understand one thing is that if you are in the end game, I mean, I have all my building maxed out. I doesn't really need any resources. You can see I'll just max out everything by today. Then I doesn't really need any single resources that for me. Then you can see I will just max out my military fund so that I can just waste all of the military fund for that one particular defense of the swarm, just to make sure I have the best defense instead, because the resource just doesn't benefit me anything anymore. That's why we doesn't need it anymore. Okay, I don't think I can siege down this base. That's what I think I can't really do it. So what I have to do now? What I have to do now? I think I have to swap it back. I have to swap it back again to the inventory. And okay. Before I do that, let's move my base to a dead zone. Yep. Yep. Let's move my base somewhere around here. Okay, no. Okay, no. Oh no. Set up the base, please. Okay, finally. Alright, so we have some free kill. Yep, we have some free kill. Some, not all. Okay, let's get it back. Get it back. Okay. Get some free kill Again. Yep. Land the skill. Okay. Bomber, do your job. Bomber, do your job. Kill this guy. Okay. Just wait for them. Wait for them. Okay, they're coming. They're coming. So you can see my bomber is still doing the job, and my survivor is just getting a little bit healed there. Let's kill these guys. I have to find the strongest archerist and kill it. I think this one is the strongest one. Okay, finally they activated my base. They activated my base. Perfect. And a lot more enemy come to my base. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's okay. Get up there. So it's perfect. It's really perfect. Get it back. So I'll just yeah. It's perfect. Yep. So they have to retreat. They have to retreat. You can see I have a lot of kill there. Okay. My bomber, get back. Get it back. So I have to put archers to go out and kill them. Put my bomber to go and kill them as well. Okay, they just retreat so far away. At least I get a lot of free kills just now. A lot of free kills. That's really make me happy, I guess. Somehow. So let's kill them. Yep. Unfortunately, they retreated a little bit quicker than I thought. But I still get a lot of value. You can see my archers start to kill them. Definitely a lot of value there. Yeah, get it back. Land it there. Okay, they might start to come to kill me. No, they retreat again. I get a super more value there. Yeah, definitely get a lot of value from here. Kill a lot of them and die very less. And that is so dead. It's so dead. Yep, let's kill it. Land the skills. Land a skill again. Yep, they coming back to kill me. No, they just pass through. They doesn't kill me at all. Okay, bomber, do your job. Off it, do your job. Kill it. He's running. Kill those Riven for me. Okay. It's a little bit too far. Get back to defend. Oh no. Okay, get back. Okay, some of my archery start to die. Unfortunate. Okay, this guy is on here. Yep. I can kill some of them as well. Okay, let's kill some of them as well. Get back. Okay, get back as well. So at least I get a lot of value from there. Okay, There's some of the bomber I can take as well. Definitely. Yep. Let's take them. Because it's all this free kill. Get back. It says stop. So my base still killing them, so I doesn't really so worry about it. Okay, that fighter gone away. Okay, let's get back. This fighter is so annoying. Keep fighting. Definitely keep fighting. Yep. So all this enemy is there. So just wait for them to come. And let's see how much I kill. Okay, I killed almost 1,000 there. By about 8. Almost 1,000 kill. Almost 1,000 kill. That's very, very good. Okay, and then I have another 300 over. I died a little bit more because that guy ambushed my archeries. But no, it's super happy about that. I think I have a lot of point. Yeah, a little bit more point, not a lot. But I'm still happy because I killed so much of it. Yep, and this guy just come to let me kill as well. Definitely I will take it. I definitely will take it. You know, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, is that? Get it back. Okay, somewhere leave over. Somewhere else, so far away. I doesn't really have to care him at all. Okay, let's touch this guy. Yep, we have some free kill, I guess. We have some free kill, maybe. Maybe not. No, too far away. Alright. Alright, it's too far away. Yep. Armor, do your job. Get back, get back. Okay. Some free kill. You know, I still have one archery doing the free kill things. All my archeries do the free kill things. Okay, let's get inside. Get inside, get inside. Okay, die a bit more there. But you know, I also kill a lot of them as well.
It was necessary. Don't feel guilty.
Okay. So all of them is running away. Let's train this one. Doesn't have a reserve. Too bad. I have 0 reserve now. Too bad. So bad. I mean, I test a lot of sacrifice. That's why I say doesn't want. I just like it to do it in a battlefield. Now I just have no reserve. Too bad. The content is great either way. Thanks, O'Brien. Thanks for you. That's very, very kind comment. Okay, finally we can train this one back. And since we are not on the siege, that's why I have to change my officer to being a little bit like deadly kill. Yeah, we want a deadly kill defense setup officer, but give me a little bit more better result. And a lot of these guys running away, but that fighter is so annoying, so I can't really send my things out somehow because that fighter is so super annoying. Okay, he come to kill my bomber again, I guess. Yep, let's get it back. Hopefully land one shot. Land one shot. No. No shot. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. So I have reserve in reserve, but I doesn't want to use it now because I doesn't think I need it now. So I just wait a bit long to see what is happening. But this fighter is so annoying, and this guy looks like so easy target. But anyway, doesn't want to risk it now, and this doesn't want to feed me with their reserve as well, I guess. So I might have to frost them somehow. Yep. Let's move my base. So they might think there's an opportunity to kill me. And so that I can have some little bit fun there as well.
I am working on it.
And this guy just getting his troops back. Okay, set up the base test already. Get to the base, get to the base, get it inside the base. Okay, almost get my reserve again, so I have to train this one. So you can see my reserve is like have no reserve. Okay, train this one. I just have no reserve now. I still fine, I guess, somehow. Okay. Some of friends come over. Okay, Jackie Wang is here. He's the top fighters. If you check on the fighting machine, you can see Jackie Wang is on top 3. I'm just nowhere near him. I'm just 46 currently. That's why I have to wait, work so hard. You can see up to Jackie Wang point. Just 30 millions. He's 62 millions. He's like double of what I have. Okay, so we have a big shot, big Jackie Wang. So definitely he will protect me from any single things. So I just not worry too much. Let's kill this guy with my bomber.
Ready to bomb.
Yep.
Ready to bomb.
And you have to run away like, no, you have no choice. Okay, my bomber, get away, get away, get away, get away. So I just remove my super heavy. And then get my bomber. Yep. So I have my bomber. So we have Jackie Wang here. We have Jackie Wang. Alright, so I think we will be a tag team somehow. Because he just here. Okay, we have to kill some Raven. So that I can unlock some of the reward as well. Can't do it. So too bad. I have to send my bomber to kill some Raven. So yeah, hello. Hello there. Us twice. Welcome to BBQ live stream. Definitely like it.
Heading home.
Okay. Withdraw it. We have to kill another few okay, we have Jackie Wang kill the fighter for me. That's the best one. That's the best one. So I can come to kill this light tank. I mean, okay, he tried to trick me. That's why I send it back. I have to kill this Raven. I really want to unlock some of the. Okay, we have another guy. We have Sam. So Sam sent his fighter come to protect us. It's so kind of them. So kind. Okay, so I can get another archeries up. Yep. It's like doing one by one by now because I super no reserve now. And this guy base is so low, super low. Let's check another 2 Raven. That I can unlock that. Okay, he unlocked the bunker as well. Hopefully that bunker can help him fight the fighter, but it's just not working that way somehow. Let's kill this one. But he's the only one play with us. Other than that, every single others is not moving at all. I really want to have a big group come and siege my base down. I really like to have that. But unfortunately, they retreat. Otherwise, my base go down. I was so happy, you know. I can just say that, call it a day. But just no one come and siege my base. Too bad. Somehow. Okay, Sam get that fighter. It's like free kill. I would say it's a free kill. Definitely so happy to get that. Let's kill this one. Okay. Then I will try to have this one. And then have this one. So I will have a reserve to get back this one and this one. Yep. Somehow I make a reserve, you know. Somehow I make reserve. So I have my reserve. Alright. Collect it. Okay, let's see what else I can do, because only I have bomber. I doesn't have any single other things to do. But I'm able to kill this guy when I have my super heavy done. That's why I'm getting back my super heavy now. So I can like, hello there. I have my super heavy, you know. Alright. This guy is online. This guy is online, so we have to be so careful about it, because we might use our trees to siege him. He might kill my trees. That's why we doesn't want to have that problem. But you can see this base is so low, and Jackie Wang just using the Liberty bomber to keep on siege his base. I think his base will go down, and Sam fighter is getting a little bit go down, but he also gets some of the value from the opponent's fighter as well. Can see Jackie Wang fighter and bomber again come. I think this base will go down, and you can see Jackie Wang bomber is just nowhere near to die. Maybe. Okay, getting back in. Yep. And Sam fighter is still fighting there for us. Really need opponents to come and kill my base, but how can I ask them come and kill my base? Like how? We don't have a tag to say base come here, but you know this site that I stand is so far away apart from everyone. You can see every single one is like so far away. We are here, they are like there. It's so far away, and those burning is like taking a lot of time. So we have to stay there alone like another 2 hours or 3 hours, something like that. But it's okay. It's fun. I really like the fun. We have something here. No. Still the take. I will just say something. I will just say something.
You told me this would be rock and roll. Is the world after the war gonna be so exciting?
Okay. So you can see we have one additional town getting back with our Moscow, and we'll give it to our allies. So our allies so happy about it, and the allies already have 2 forts, like 1 and 2, and we have 2 forts as well. We have 1, and the 2 is not connected anything at all, because we are so busy on the north side. But however, here we have so many things for us to collect. That's why no worry. And then you can see TH, they have about 1 and 2 fort as well. And TH try to relocate their CC here. Definitely a very good choice, because this CC stand here, the opponent have no way to push anymore from this east side anymore. And WSCT, they even abandon some of the village so that they can build a little bit further and burn out all those opponents' land as well. That's why everyone try to make a progress now and also start to burn all the opponents' land. You can see every single of the opponent's land is on the fire, is burning, is really burning there. That's how I also make a lot of opponents' base on burning as well, but it's not an easy job to do that. That's why I try my best to make it work somehow. But there's nowhere see any. Okay, finally we have a big group. So when they have a big group, definitely we can start to do something. But there's so many fighter, so I can't send my bomber. But this is not a siege team, so they won't come and swap us. They just busybody come and take a look and go away. And you can see Jackie Wang. He tried to use his bomber again. His bomber is almost die one. Okay, one down, and I'm not sure whether he have a bomb drop there or not. Because if doesn't have a bomb drop, it's definitely not worth. But you can see we have more and more fighters come and protect our base. But this guy's online, so I can't kill him. The reason is that I doesn't have reserve. Otherwise, I would try to kill him. And because I doesn't have reserve, I just try to play defense now. If I die even more of my troop, I can't buy my troop back without the reserve. That's why I doesn't want to be aggressive. Because the whole day I try to sacrifice a lot of my reserve that I should not. But I just mainly want to have those testing out. That's why somehow I have to make it. Okay, this might be the siege team. You can see a lot of archeries. If they come over, they're almost coming to us. Then we might have a chance to get a lot of value. Really hope that they come. Oh, yeah. If they come, it's good because it's so near. They're so near here. Hopefully they kill me first, not kill Jackie Wang. But if they kill Wang, I think it's still okay. If they kill Wang, it's still okay because I can just drag and do some of the support. It still work. But I really hope that they siege me first. Okay, they're coming. They're really coming. That's perfect. It's really perfect. Hopefully they doesn't scared up or die, so that they will siege me first. So Jackie Wang will do the support, so I doesn't have to drag anything, go out and let my troops die. I'll just get a lot of value from there. Hopefully I can kill about 2,000 there. And this base is so low. They sent a lot of fighter to guide this base, so this guy doesn't have to go down from. Okay, we have a very super big group here. So, but this big group is almost die. Yeah, it's almost die. You can see start to fight, but all those archeries that are getting a lot of reserve from them. I think this group is dead. Definitely is dead. Okay, the rocket killed one of the archeries. But unfortunately, this group is blocking the opponent come to swarm me somehow. And this group is die, all of them. I think all of them is die. Yep, this group is just die. So dead. So dead. Yep, all of them die. Just get into the trap and he's just die. At least, okay, still have some SHK still standing there somehow. But I very confirm this group will die. Because the archery is so deadly. Yep, finally have to retreat a bit more. Yeah, after exchange, it's not die all of them, but less than 50% left over. And more opponents coming. At least they come. So I have a chance to let anyone siege down my base. I really like to have that happen. Yep, they try to gather more and more. 1, 2, 3, only 3 archeries is not enough. 4, 5, maybe I have 5 archeries coming. Really have to wait. Nothing else I can do.
You told me this would be rock and roll. Is the world after the war gonna be so exciting?
So I just you know, reading some of the comments and, you know, message just to wait for the opponents come and kill my base. Nothing else I can do. Still nothing happening. All these guys just staying there and stand there like, no, do nothing. A little bit boring. I really wish that they just stand up, come and kill my base now. Unfortunate, they doesn't want. It's still not moving at all. So at some point of time, really have forced the opponent to kill me. Maybe I have to move my base somewhere here. Yeah. Since Jackie Wang is there, I think I can put my base somewhere here. Like I'm so aggressive. You know, I'm so aggressive. So they just doesn't like me at all. Then they will just think about, let's kill Hunter now. Yep, I'm moving. I'm moving. You know, I'm moving. They should really come and kill me now. Okay, they come. They coming. Get the base down, please. Base. Are you joking me? Oh my god. Base, why are you... Base. The base is really joking with me, I guess. The base is really joking with me. I got all my troops die because I mean, I already set up the base. The base really should work somehow. Somehow, I do not know how. Okay, Jackie Wings try to support me. I mean, I already put down my base, but it's just not working. I think this is so frustrating. Super frustrating. Okay. I already ready to have my base die. I do not really care. But it's just not like this kind of mistake, you know. But it doesn't... It's just not my mistake, you know. I restay my base. It's just not deployed by auto. It's like, what? It's not my mistake, you know. But anyway, Jackie Wang getting a lot of kill from this. I'm just being like a little bit like idiot, you know. But I just deployed my base already. I already pressed it a few more times. But the base is so stupid. The truck driver is like doesn't want to do the job at all. Okay. Fine. I have that base. Yep. The base still doesn't want to deploy. Still. The base. Can you do your job, base? It's so funny, you know. Can you try not to be funny? It's like so dead. I'm so dead there. But I already deploy the base. It's so super frustrating that my base doesn't do the job and cause me this huge problem. Okay, let's move to Jackie Wang because someone activated his base. So I think it's so good that we are there and let Jackie Wang get all the kill. So at least Jackie Wang gets some kill there. I'm happy for my teammate as well. And this funny game, this super funny game, again, not crash, but it just doesn't let me deploy the base when there is nothing at all blocking me. It's just nothing at all blocking me, but it just doesn't deploy. It just doesn't deploy. It's like, oh my god. It's just, oh my god. But it's fun. You can see every single one is chasing my base like, okay, Hunter is there. Let's chase him down all the time. I'm fine. I guess I'm fine since I have no reserve. So I just let you all kill my empty base. But at least Jackie Wang get a lot of kill. Just get a lot of kill there. Okay, finally my base down. Finally my base down. So, yep. Nothing much I can say. It's like stupid game. Let's see how much I got the kill. At least I got 400. Compare my what I die about 500. And then here I kill 100 something, kill something. Tally back what I die. But I would just say it's not my mistake. I have nothing blocking my base. It just doesn't want to deploy. And I just pressed like 3 times. I pressed like 3 times already. It's just so stupid. It just doesn't want to deploy. Besides frustrating, I doesn't know what else to say. It's like base what I try to do there. What I try to do. Can you be smart? Like nothing, anything, no anything blocking, and it just doesn't want to deploy. It just doesn't want to deploy. And cost me that there. So stupid. Anyway, I can airlift somewhere here. Yep, we have a noob coming in. Okay, we have 4 minutes. Let's build somewhere around here. Okay. Okay, build somewhere around here. Let's get over here. And all I can see now is see how the Jackie Wang do. Because I have attack there. Okay, we got swarm. I mean, this is what I wait so long to wait for someone to swarm my base. But I just do a perfect job to deploy my base, but my base doesn't want to deploy. Why? Base, why? Tell me why. And it just costs all of my troops die unnecessary. I can do an instant relocate, you know. But the base doesn't want to deploy. Why? Unfortunate. I really want to cry. I really want to cry about that. It's not my mistake, you know. It's not my mistake. Uh, 4 minutes. Another 3 minutes. Just wait for it. Yeah, just wait for it. I mean, I have so many kills there if they siege my base instead, but no, my base just doesn't want to do that things. They just want to keep driving the truck, moving around instead of deploy the base. Okay, they start to kill our teammate because he have no defense. Yep. So this guy is so dead. Another dead base there. But anyway, Jackie Wang will try to help. I think that's what he have to do. But this base is so dead. It's so dead. Let's see what else Jackie Wang do. Let's kill this one. Jackie Wang, kill that one. Go kill him. Yep, go kill him. Go. Kill him. Yep, kill him. Why retreat? Use the other trees, kill him. Kill him. Faster, kill him. Okay, finally use archeries. Kill 1 or 2 archeries is good. It's good. It's good. It's still good. It's still good. Yep. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Okay, good. But there's archeries killing you. Retreat. 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 Okay. 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 It's good. It's still good. At least something. And he got a swarm again. He got a swarm again. So Jackie Wang is the winner. He get all the free kill that from 2 bases. And he got a swarm kill as well. So he will gain a lot of value out of it. I'm the biggest loser. I have like full HP base. But because of the clash, I can't deploy my base somehow. So stupid. And then all my troops die. Like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Another minute. Another minute. So let's look at Jackie Wang. Okay. Okay, finally they activate Jackie Wang base. Let's see how good about Jackie Wang defense. Jackie Wang on 72.5 million power, but he having a archeries of half size. So having all out and all in trick, but some of his troops getting the siege as well. So that's not the best choice. You have to, because some of the troops die. It's definitely not the good things. You have to put out your super heavy first, so that your super heavy will chase out every single thing try to attack you. Then only use your archeries to kill the archeries that the opponent have. That's the best way to defend. But somehow you have still having about more than 60% HP. But all the archeries still doing a lot of damage to him, so he might go down very quickly. But he really tried his best. Okay, some of the archeries somehow can kill them as well. Here you're having one more archeries you have to kill. After kill this archeries, his space is going to be safe. But we have another archeries on this side as very low. You have to put out your super heavy to let your super heavy tank some of the damages for you. And we have another archeries on here. And those guys is just standing there like looking like nobody business. Though the Dark Princess doesn't want help. Finally he want to help with one archeries. But Jackie Wang base is so low now, he's going to be down. That's what he can do. I think he can kill at least 1,000 kill there. And some of the archeries still taking up. Finally he go down. And then he will have to do an instant relocate. Okay, do an instant relocate so it doesn't lose a lot. And kill almost like 1,000, I think. Almost 1,000 there. Definitely is a good value. But I should have that if my base deploy. But my truck driver just doesn't like it. Like now, he works so fine. It works so fine. But just now, he doesn't want to work it out. He just doesn't want to work it out. Okay, base, you win. You just win. But anyway, I won't give you a bonus, you know. I won't give you a bonus. Because he doesn't do a good job.
Don't let it happen.
Okay. So I can't train all of them. So I will train super heavy. Alright, I think that's all for Warpath of today, because I have no reserve, so I can't play anything, even I would like to play. Secondly is my base doesn't have HP, so I might have to swap game now, so that we won't get any confusions. Alright, so let's get to goodbye. I think the best for me to do is restart the stream, so that I can set up this one is for the new game instead of everyone's so confused. So I was try to stop the stream now. If anyone want to watch the balloon, then you can pop into the new stream. Otherwise, I just doesn't want to make a confusions, you know. So I stop the stream now. So I put goodbye.